Hi there, Sue Hybenil here with the Full Circle Business, and welcome to another episode of 3 and 3. Today I want to talk to you about yearly planning and goal setting, and I'm going to share an exercise that I did a few years ago with you that you may or may not have come across in your own travels, and an effort to help you get really hyper focused on one goal for next year. So you may or may not have seen this book. Half of my audience probably hasn't read it because it's geared towards women, but this is Rachel Hollis' Girl Stop Apologizing, a book I read back in 2019, and there's a really cool exercise in here. If you do want to go pick the book up, you get to page 95 and just skip the rest of it. It's called 10-10-1, so we're planning for a successful decade, but we're doing it one goal at a time. So the premise is get somewhere quiet, sit down with a piece of paper, really reflect and contemplate on 10 years from now, where do you want to be? Who do you want to be? What 10 dreams would you need to realize to get to that state? And then the key is really just picking one goal to focus on at a time, because when you divert your attention to too many different things, you're really not successful with any one thing. So that's the key to this. It's 10-10, but that one is really important. So I did this, like I said, back in 2019. I'm going to share a couple of notes that I took for myself when I did the exercise. So who do you want to be in 10 years? What were 10 dreams that would make that a reality for you? And which one of those dreams are you going to turn into a goal and focus on next? So that's where the crux is, picking one and focusing on one at a time. And the time will pass, and you'll have the opportunity to work on some other ones a little bit further down the line, but one at a time is really the key to this. So a couple other notes: dream big. Think as big and as magnificent as possible what the future version of yourself is at 10 years from now. Be really specific with what you want. And like I said, you're going to sit somewhere quiet and write this down and take some notes. And then, as you can see, if I've done, create a vision board to some degree. So when I did this exercise, and again, you want to write everything down in the present tense as if it already has happened. So not I will be, but I am. When I did this exercise, I came up with my 10 dreams and turned them into goals. And this consulting business, which I've launched officially in 2020, was number 2 on the list. It actually wasn't number 1, but it was number 2. And when I went through my list of 1 to 10, it's the one that I decided to focus on first and next, and working my way back through the list now, looking at some of the other things, and I may choose something now that I'm underway and coming into 2 years that I might want to focus on in 2022 in addition to the consulting. But that was part of my 10 dreams, 10 potential goals, to pick the one goal that I chose to focus on. And here we are, and I'm helping you, and hopefully will continue to do so for, the foreseeable future. I created a vision board for myself based on my goal of launching my consulting business, what I really wanted that to look like. Got really specific about who I wanted to serve, how I wanted to be helpful, where I wanted to show up, and how I was going to curate content. So that was my one goal. And again, like I said, thank you to all of you who have been a part of this journey so far and helping me to learn and grow and adjust as necessary as I've learned more about what your needs are as a business owner and entrepreneur. And here we are coming to the end of my second year in business. So 2022, I'm sitting down now, reflecting a little bit, starting to plan ahead. Hint, hint, you should be doing that now and through December, so that when January 1st comes, you're ready to hit the ground running and you're not sitting down on January 1 thinking about what 2022 looks like. But hopefully, like I said, this exercise will help you really get honed in and get focused on what you really want, who you want to be in 10 years. I don't know who made the quote, but there's a quote that says, the time's going to pass anyway, so you might as well have a plan. So again, 10 years, 10 dreams, one goal. I'd love to hear some feedback. If you do, go ahead and complete the exercise, what you've decided to work on, if there's something I can do to be helpful in that process around organizations or systems or structure. I'm always just an email or, an inbox away. Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and I look forward to the opportunity to help you get from stressed to streamlined.